There's cemeteries in the U.S. that are doing natural burials, green burials that aren't certified, but it's really helpful to have that standard and that sort of overarching, body that's looking at what we're doing here. Since we're so at the beginning of this whole movement, which is, it's really a funny thing to say because, of course, this is how things were done forever before we sort of came into the 20th century way of doing funerals, and now we're kind of getting back to the natural movement.
Yes, I was talking about that right before you called in, and that I was able to visit some historic cemeteries in our area, and I loved that connection of that many of the cemeteries started as family burial plots, and at that time when they were established, that's what people did. They cared for their own family members at home.
So when someone died, which was often at home, the family washed and dressed the body with the help of a neighbor or the local midwife or whatever, and they laid them out in the front parlor, and they had a visitation in their home, and within a day or so, whenever they could, they walked to the local cemetery or the family burial plot and buried the body naturally in the ground, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, and then they had a period of mourning, but it was all done by the family. There's a growing movement for people wanting to get back to that, realizing that the sort of the big funeral, the way people do it these days, or maybe the way our parents or grandparents did it, just doesn't feel right, or doesn't fit with their beliefs, or doesn't seem, good for the environment. So they're wanting to know how to do this more naturally again. It's like retraining people in this art. We all used to know how to do it, but we've forgotten it.